DevOps where challenges arise. Git commits and pulls requests are daily exercise. Containers and microservices, a tech symphony. SRE guardians ensuring reliability. DevOps dance, a code ballet. SRE heartbeat, leading the way. Business and tech in harmony.
DevOps can be intriguing
whenever
you want to change career or switch from development to DevOps or any field. It can be more challenging. But do you know that it's easy now? When I started a couple years ago. Hi and welcome. This is Kema with a new content. I try to put this in place just to facilitate your learning journey. You know, it has not been easy for those who are transitioning into DevOps, but let me tell you that, hey, there's a better way now to understand DevOps and to learn DevOps. I call it DevOps Mindmap. So let's learn more. So the first things you can think about it when you are learning DevOps is programming language. Which one should you take? Should you take Python or Go or another programming language? It's great if you already have a programming language background. That will be much easier also to learn some new concepts. And CI/CD pipeline. So as a programmer or as a DevOps, you need to build to understand this. What are the main components? What is it for? And this is the main component. I mean, this is the main key tools that you will need into your DevOps pipeline. And after that, you have to learn about cloud. It's better if you have a cloud specific. I mean, don't have a many like AWS or Google or Azure. I also welcome. They will facilitate your journey into DevOps. And also monitoring and logging. The main reason behind DevOps is to facilitate communication between development and operation. So we just want to make sure that everything is rolling. That's why we have our ear and eyes to understand and to see what is happening. Also have a configuration management. So how do you really update 1,000 servers? How do you update 1,000 cluster when you have many tools out there that can facilitate your job? So things like Ansible, Chef, Puppet. These tools can also help facilitate that. Operating system. Okay, why do you need this? Okay, are you running on Linux? Are you running on Mac? Are you running on Windows? These really matter, so you should focus in one operating system. Mainly we have Linux, that is the main DevOps, the main cloud operating system, but you still have all Microsoft and Mac OS in place as well. Release management. How do you really make sure that you coordinate your releases? What happened after 2 years when you close a project and the audit comes in? So how do you plan? How do you plan all the release or the deployment? How do you trace back what happened, or how do you plan ahead what is coming into production or into which feature is coming up next? Security. So remember that we always say that shift left means that you have to keep in mind that anything you do is not secure. So make sure that this aspect is kept in place to understand that your pipeline can be broken inside or your code can be full of vulnerability, and you have to make sure that this is also taken care in all steps. DevOps principles. So there's no way to build DevOps without having understanding the principles. So this is also very important that you start from this one, understand the principle behind this before learning any other concepts. Cultural aspects. So remember that DevOps will be facing a lot of challenges. Therefore, you have to understand that you have to be ready to embrace that and to break into this cultural barrier. Feedback and improvement. The way DevOps is built is the principle is like, okay, how can we get something very soon on the production and get a feedback and improve? How can we get the, feedback from customer as soon as possible when a feature is released to improve? That is a main principle of DevOps. And lastly, how do we really provision our infrastructure management? Do you have a cloud formation? Do you have a Terraform? Do you have a Bicep? Do you have Azure Resource Manager? How do you really provision your infrastructure on-prem or in the cloud? How do you really maintain that? How do you make sure that after 10 years, the same infrastructure remain the same, remain there? So that's why we have things like Terraform, that is a infrastructure as a code. And that's it, guys. If you have this in mind, that will really facilitate your journey into DevOps. And thank you. And until next time, see you. Bye now.
Monitoring beats like drums in the night. Alerts and responses, a rhythm so right. DevOps dance, a code ballet. SRE heartbeat, leading the way. Business and tech in harmony. A journey shared on this channel. Come join me.